Alright, play a little Forza. Just get everything set up here. Forza. Let's go. Alright, we're set now. Look at that rear wing. I want to use as little of that as possible. All the way up. I think we're better off with it all the way up. Let's try this setting. This is 10 miles an hour more top end speed. But let's see if it has enough lateral grip for the corners. So far, it's all the same. It's going to be when we go way over 120 where it starts feeling different. It should have less grip. Still seems to have plenty of lateral grip, I think. Probably not going to have as good a lap because that was a cold tire, but it could be pretty similar actually because my first lap was cold tire as well. It was actually faster. With less swing on the rear. Picked up about a second, but it's hard to tell based off a couple laps. I think we'll leave it there because it seemed like it had plenty of grip. .360. Alright, it's race time. Elemental's already done on 154. Yeah, it's almost impossible to beat these elementals. The grip level 7 7.7 handling out of 10. I've got a 6.5, so I'm not going to out-handle him. His acceleration is about as good. His speed's terrible, so in the straightaways we'll catch him, but in the corners he'll beat us. So. Should be a good race. Ramming me a lot. I got an off-track time game warning. What the hell? How'd that guy quit because he went off the road? That's going to be really fast on straightaway. Need some takeoff. Corner a little bit there. No penalty though. Four seconds faster this lap, but still the guy in front of us is faster. the guy in front of me pitted or something. Tune-up feels really good. Best lap. Be the final lap. All track gain, okay. You say so. Got some quitters. Good race. Good warm-up race anyway. Everybody in the server quit or disconnected or something. Did not finish. Weird. I'm the only one that finished. Give me the money. It's a little longer than usual. Usually it's like 3 minutes. Still not long enough to qualify fully. Nah, here's everybody. Okay. Few qualifying laps. Make sure the car's running good. It should be. It's my breaking point. Good warm-up lap.
Oh,
I think that feels good. I thought about changing some gear ratio, but we'll leave it there. Thought about changing the wing, but no real good reason to, so we'll leave it alone. Ooh, bunch of cars with no roof.
where is my Ferrari? Okay. Five play, but let's go back.
Man may have had a drink or two or three.
Nice elbow.
It's a nice Evo.
Leaderboard. Leaderboard.
Evo 6.
Nice Porsche. I don't know what is that.
I don't know what is that. Man, take it.
1970 Mantra Cinca.
It's having a good night, huh?
Leaderboard.
Got some drunk drivers.
And the Braham guy have ball.
I don't know what he's saying there. There we go.
And my last race, puñeta. I go, I want to race, a clean race, guys.
That's a clean race, guys. Showing up drunk, but he wants a clean race.
I'm hungry, I need something.
He said he's hungry. I need to eat something. Yeah, I bet you do. Wonder what car he's in. I'll find out in a minute. He starts talking and it shows his name on the screen. Once the race starts. I'd be the one hitting the wall, wrecking everybody. Corner diving on me.
Bye bye, Lambo. That's a fucking good race.
Oh, my steering wheel just shut off. Oh, wow. Yeah, just completely shut on. It just came back on. It must have reset. Yep, there we go. Oh, it just shut off again. The heck?
What a fucking fun.
We're up 2 seconds from our previous best lap. That slowed down the momentum quite a bit, actually. All those tires. Catching up a little bit. Up 2.9 seconds. Trying not to hit any tires this time. Nope, there goes the steering wheel again. I don't know what it's doing. Hard to catch up to people in the steering wheel. Loses force feedback and doesn't allow shifting. Regardless, we're catching this group.
People, what? What? Don't worry.
Alright, good race. Yum. Good race.
Hooray. The fucking race.
Where have I seen that name before? Imhotep.
I hate people using leaderboard. Alien pigeon set.
So we ran a 203. We should have been more about here.
That sucks. And the Shelby guys suck too.
I'm still finishing the race, I guess. There it goes. Give me the money. There we go. Need that money, Lebowski. Some new outfits. Yay. Brands hatch. 9 turns. Only 9. Probably should turn the wing all the way up on the rear for this track. It's not a high-speed track. Could benefit from more wing. It's more like Maple Valley. A lot of turning. Not much straightaway. Yeah, I think we'll turn the wing up. Probably might be the wise move. Hello, Imp. How you doing? Oh, you won the last one? Cool, man. Good race out there. Which car were you in? I forget which one that won it. What was your name in that race? Oh, the ad break might have got you there. Oh, the Amira? Yeah. LMP, Janetta. Oh, okay. Cool, man. Yeah, good race out there. It's a pretty clean race for the most part. Had a couple bumps here and there, but no big deal. I just didn't bring enough. Run what you brung and hope you brung enough. Appreciate the follow, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're simulcasting right now. We're on Twitch and YouTube. And TikTok as well. Good warm up. I feel like I know the track now. Bummer. Yeah, that's cooking, man. 57s. Let's see. So the fast guy here so far has run a 134. It says I can run a 127 potentially. It doesn't matter much, but 58 instead. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer when you got a clean line and then somebody pulls in front of you and you know it would have probably would have been your best lap. Yeah, I usually end up kind of mid-pack somewhere there. Occasionally I'll get a win or a podium, but most of the time I'm kind of mid-pack guy. So if I can get 134 and 134 in C class, yeah. I don't really remember all the times what I should be shooting for. I just go as fast as I can. Sometimes I look at that telemetry calculator just to get an idea where I'm supposed to be, but you know how those calculators are. Sometimes they're so far off, it's ridiculous. You know, they'll say you gotta be 10 seconds faster than you could possibly go. Next time it'll be saying you're 10 seconds too fast. Trying my best not to hit anybody's car, but oh, the steering wheel just disconnected again. Oh, big problem with the steering wheel today. It's got a USB connection inside. I think it's barely making a connection. I have to take the collar off of it and the clamp, re-clamp it. The USB connection a little bit further in there. Oh. It's got reverse lights for brake lights. Jeez. They're so bright. Kind of hugging the inside. Not the best line, but the guy behind me could tell he was going to dive bomb me. The way he was coming up on me way too fast. Steering wheel just disconnected again. And disconnected again. Good grief. I don't know if we clamped just then. When it does that, I lose all the gear shift indicators. I can't see what gear I'm in. And most importantly, it loses force feedback and it doesn't allow me to shift. Just get stuck in whatever gear it was last in. It's been a good wheel, but I think there's a flaw in the design. If you pull back on the wheel a little bit or turn on it, sometimes it'll basically pull the USB connection out from under it. Yep, I went the wheel again. Can't shift. There it goes. Yeah, I can bang on the wheel and it shows it inward and tightens up the USB connection temporarily. It's throwing me off having to deal with that. Lucky they went off the road. I wasn't doing too good there with the steering wheel acting up like that. Oh, there it goes again. Stuck in second gear. was going to turn the wing all the way up, but I don't think I ever did. There's a wheel again. There's a wheel again. You just feel when the force feedback disappears completely. Suddenly there's no road surface, everything's super smooth, and the steering indicator goes up. I mean, the gear indicator goes up. Yeah, it's going to cost me my positions. Making it off the steering wheel and not watching the road. A fine distraction. One more lap. No! The wheel went out. Might be able to get third place. It's a podium finish. I'm happy with that. Yeah, good race. I think we need to fix the steering wheel. Because you go ahead and turn it off. It's getting worse and worse. It means it's coming loose. Okay, now the collar's plenty loose. I don't think the wheel was tight either. There have been multiple issues going on here. Just get into the next event. I can tighten this thing up. This is going to be better or worse. I think we're going to try. Okay, super tight. Sorry about all the noise. This is a fun track. Hopefully the oil will behave. Let's turn it back on. "55-second lap. Shelby Monaco. Yeah. 58 in the F50. It says we can run a 59, but we need to run a 58 if we want to catch anybody. We need to turn the wing all the way up for this one. Hey, Thor. I feel like I'm probably not going to have enough time to change the tune. Yeah, it's not going to let me change the tune. We'll just run the wing the way it is. It's not going to have as much grip in the rear as I would like, but it'll be alright. Let's retighten the steering wheel. I positioned it a little bit differently, where the collar is on the shaft that keeps coming loose. Popper. Anything you want it to be. Man, we qualified in the back. That ain't good. So this is the fast car. He did a 55 already. And we're going to shoot for 59. So or better. 01 did 57. Why is he on mediums? In the back. Dinner was pretty good. I ate that quite a while ago, so I'll be getting hungry again here probably. A little bit. Got a headache I haven't been able to quite get rid of. Probably need to eat again. In a while. Might cook a pizza. It's not very hot in the house, so during the day, it's kind of hot to be firing up the oven. AC's not keeping up that well as it is. And the back, pretty much. Alright, fingers crossed the wheel stays connected this time. It does when we know we made a change that helped. Whoa. I really like this track. Kind of dry for just a second there. Give me a huge penalty for that corner. What the heck? Another penalty. Couple more laps. Flat out through there. Good lap. Uh-oh. The last lap. Got a bunch of penalties though. I'm not gonna get second. I'll get third probably. Good race though. Yeah, we got third. We picked up 9 positions. I'd say the tune-up's pretty good. Monaco's crazy fast. 0-1 to 19, doing a 55 lap. Good race. Bunch of them still racing there. Yeah, man, we got us a podium. Been getting a lot of them lately. Not a lot, but you know, some here and there. So I think the tune-up's coming along, isn't it? Because I'm driving the same as I've always driven. It's just cars doing it better. The stream didn't see what. Race ends in a few seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been online like an hour and 13 minutes, but I was playing. Yeah, pretty much just been racing. Played some Dirty Bomb earlier today and did some racing earlier too, but just kind of in the mood to race. I'm gonna cook a pizza in a little bit. Trying to get hungry. I'll drink some water. Had a rough one on Dirty Bone. It happens. I'm trying to kick you, man. You were doing that bad. Yeah, that's insult to injury. You're not having a good match, and then the teammates are trying to kick you out. It's like, bro, hang on, I'm trying. Give me a break. I usually don't kick people based on performance. Not usually. Usually it's based on their AFK or insulting people or playing a sniper when they should be playing a medic. I did kick a guy for that one time. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did once out of frustration. Like, he was the only guy on our team that had a medic that could be put in, and he kept playing sniper, so he's always the last one to die, and he's throwing the sniper sensor at his feet instead of out where the enemy is, so we couldn't see him coming. He was just doing nothing. It was like round after round, he's the last guy holding everything up. I'm like, alright, bro. I just kicked it. Later I regretted it. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. Let people play how and what they want to play, you know. As long as they're not griefing or they're not cheating or, you know, something like that. As far as performance, I won't call a vote to kick people for that or kick people for that. There's a lot of people that are learning the game or are just not very good at the game yet. Yeah, it's my server, but you know, just by being the server owner, you get a lot of haters, you know. or an admin. You see Cronus get some hate sometimes. People call him a cheater and this and that. That just goes with the territory I've found. Doesn't matter. When I had a Rust server, people would call me a cheater and this and that. And like, what? I'm the one providing the server for you, dude. What are you talking about? Giving you a free place to play and you're calling me a cheater. And get out of here. Well, steering wheel's doing good since I reseated everything. I did it differently this time. Just seated it in the collar in a different position instead of the collar all the way up against the wheel base. Pushed it back just a hair. Let's see. What can you do? Yeah, you can't do anything about other people's opinions. Have you ever argued with somebody and changed their opinion? Nah, not too much. You know, people form their opinions, and that's that. So they think you're cheating, you know, let them. They think you're bad, let them. Doesn't matter. I used to get a lot of haters come on Dirty Bomb back in the heyday. Oh my gosh. For a guy named Mellonpopr, you should not get many melon pops, you know, stuff like that. Just hating on my play style or whatever. Voice, my looks, my glasses, hair. Just you name it. People had a problem. Be a lot of wrecks here, probably. I'm trying to avoid all of them, but getting rear-ended right into these other guys. Guys are slow, man. Getting run over because they're slow. I didn't raise the wing all the way up, but it's almost all the way. Yeah, you told me your cousin was playing. I forgot what his name was. Yeah, my cousin thought everybody was cheating. Yeah. Yeah. It's easy to make that mistake, you know, coming from another game and you get in there and some guy just every stinking bullet hits you in the head and you're like, oh, okay. That dude killed me in a millisecond. You know, and then there's a latency difference too. Sometimes it can feel like they just down you in an instant when in fact on their screen they put every bullet from the clip in your head, you know. I don't ever suspect Kronos of cheating. I'm playing with him long enough to know better. The one that used to bug me was Hero. I'd be like, God dang, man, he always knows where I am and stuff. And thought he might have been stream sniping because I kept catching his grenades. He always knew where I was coming from. I don't know. He could have just had really good headphones or something, I guess. We shall never lift. Trying to catch up to the pack here. This car just doesn't have enough straight line speed for this track. Hero is really good, huh? But you can tell he's got good game sense too. It's not just aim. Aim will take you very far, for sure. But the guy does good flank routes and, you know, smart movement, retreats when he's about to die, you know, just playing correctly. So you add that to somebody who's got quick reflexes and world-class aim, yeah, they're a freaking handful. Trying to carry some speed through here. Make up for what I don't have on the top end. Wish I could catch up with him, get within 100 feet, that way I could draft on him, but seems to be a little faster. Yeah, he's pulling away a little bit. Doing pretty good. The car's not really made for this track at all. Uh-oh. Those rear tires chirping. Vet's within draft distance now, so he's going to come around me. We can draft off of him. He's starting to pull. Now we're starting to draft. And he's pulling away and we're losing the draft. Coming in hot. I'm gonna get real close to him so I can get that draft. hanging on. Got us a race here, don't we? Huh. That's good. That was a good race. Got to bring a car with way more top end for that track. These guys are doing 230, 240, 250. I'm only doing like 190. Not gonna get it. That's a fun track anyway, and something different, you know. Oh, stomach is still hungry. One more race, maybe. Maybe it'll be a good track. And I think I'm gonna cook a pizza. Watch some silly YouTube videos or something. Whoop, and hit continue. VIR. Whew. Gonna end on a tough track. It's alright, let's do it. Shouldn't shy away from adversity, right? Go ahead first into the storm. I think this is probably one of the hardest tracks to learn. I don't know, for me it was. It's got so many twists and turns on blind corners. Coming over hills, and then there's like a corner that you don't know about and you're in 2 gears too deep. It's like, oh, I'm in fourth full speed and I need to be in first. Those kind of corners will get you. And depending on if you're in S class, the track's going to look like X. If you're in open multi-class, it's going to look like Y. You know, there's some other class that probably looking like Z. So this is the full circuit, though, I believe. Which I think is the best one. The one that's shortened is not fun. Reflex again. I'm probably going to do another race here, and then I'm probably going to eat. I'm not sure what else I'll play tonight. If I will at all. Let's see what is going on with the Funhouse server. Yeah, there's still 10 people on there. There's a level 1 player on there, and a level 6, and a level 15. So got some new players. All the way up to level 1,154 and 1,965. So some new players and some veterans. That's good. Let's see, we did tires, yeah. I think we'll leave the wing where we have it. It's got a little bit of wing, but not much. Seems to be competitive. For getting the podiums here and there. Oh, cold tires. See that RPM in first gear kind of hesitating to accelerate a little bit, even though it's not in traction control. It's like the engine RPM's too low. So it's not accelerating out of corners as well as I'd like. Something more like that. Second gear will be 1-to-1. See, that should make it feel a little bit better coming out of first and second. If it just goes into trash control all the time, then that's defeated the purpose. Feels pretty good. Should help it accelerate through the tight corners instead of holding the speed or losing the speed. But the RPM was getting a little bit too low. This particular engine seems to like 6,500 RPM on up, 7,000 RPM on up is a sweet spot. It's got the race cam in it, so it's a high lift, high duration cam. Likes the RPM to do its thing. Alright. Says we can do a 147. Somebody's already done a 147 in the Jaguar. No matter. We shall redouble our efforts. There we go. Fingers crossed to have a good clean start. It is Forza after all. But the steering wheel hadn't been messing up since I reseated it. Maybe I got a better position. What about taking that shaft out of there and then scuffing it up with some low grit sandpaper? Because what's happening is that shaft is sliding out and then the USB disconnects. And it's got a collar that clamps it all together. But if that shaft is polished aluminum like it looks, I think it is, and I need to scuff it up so it'll grip better with the collar. Accidentally took off in second gear there because the gear ratio felt so good there. I only changed first and second, so the rest of it should be about the same. Whoops. the 15th position. These guys are bumping each other a lot. So be careful getting through here. No! Oh, that's unfortunate. And where it started. Gonna run up that corner. Hey, don't go off the road again. Keep doing it there. Super rolls on. Can't outrun that Supra. race there. Those BMWs aren't usually that fast. He's got that one set up for top speed instead of grip. Last lap. Yeah, I thought he was a little late on the brakes. Is that M1? Yeah, good race. Good race, guys. Woo! 149. So yeah, we ended up about where we're supposed to be. We could have probably done a little better. Well, that's a tough track. That's one I used to be apprehensive about racing, but now when I see it, I'm like, all right. It's a tough track, but I got a good handle on it. And you can see there's a lot of people that aren't getting a handle on it yet. Bunch of DNFs. I think there's 5 of them that quit. It's just a hard track. Good race, dudes. See what the Dirty Bomb server's doing. 9 of 16 on there. Level 15 is still playing. Everybody else is level 123 or higher. So that's good. Glad to see it being used a lot more during the day too. I've noticed that. Well, alright. I think I'm gonna cook a pizza while it's kind of cool in the house. So it won't matter. So man, the AC just been running all day long this summer. What's our rating looking like? Hey, we cracked the 4900. Top skill is 5000. Highest I've ever seen anybody get is 4999. And safety, our safety went from an S to an A, so it's still good, but not that great. Pretty good. We'll take it. Alright. The wheel fixed. At least we know what's causing the wheel to disconnect. You know, for a long time I had no idea. But I always thought it was like these pins here, because when they insert that, the power from the base unit goes to the wheel. But it wasn't the pins all along, but the shaft where these pins connect. It's the other end of the shaft where it has a USB connection to the motor, the electric motor. That's where it was disconnecting, as it turns out. So, I don't know. Anywho, catch you guys later. I'll probably be back on in the morning sometime. Been trying to stream more like noon to midnight area instead of early in the morning to noon. So, more for the evening. In any case, I'll catch you guys later. GG's. I'll see you at the door. Take it easy.